All right, so how's YouTube doing tonight? The Junior with shooter option targets and signs coming at you. So what we got tonight is we're going to do a little unboxing. To give you guys a little background, what we normally do is we cut our sign, we bring it over here to clean it up, and it's got all this dross and slag and all this stuff left on it and everything. And I'm always over here with a pair of vice grips, and I'm always clamping the sign down, and moving it around, and flipping it over, and I'm telling you, I'm probably clamping this thing 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 times. It's out of control. So we've got a solution, hopefully. We're going to see. So what we got is a little Japanese project. Japanese, Chinese, if you guys know what this is, y'all tell me, let me know. So what we have in the box is a magnetic chuck. A lot of these guys use a magnetic chuck on their CNC machines and stuff to stabilize their parts and everything so they can do what they need to do with it. We're going to use it as a cleaning pad for our signs. Not sure if it's going to work or not. Hoping the magnet's going to be strong enough. I didn't buy the most expensive one on the market. That's why it's got Japanese, Chinese, whatever writing on it. So, let's get to unboxing. This joker is heavy. Shoo! Done busted off the box. It's probably tore up. Ain't even got started yet. What we got? Lord have mercy. That's one heavy piece. Alright, all the parts and pieces in here. Of course, this comes together just like any other piece of Chinese crap I've ever gotten before. So, let's get all this stuff here out the way. Oh. Alright guys, y'all gonna have to bear with me. This is my first unboxing video on this YouTube stuff, so not exactly sure what we're supposed to be doing. But I'm like a kid in the candy store trying to unwrap my present right now. Alright. Alright guys, so here's what we got. It's got a little oil and everything on it, no big deal. But I hope you guys can see that right there. So that's a magnetic chuck. I believe this is 5x10, 6x10 I think. Fuhong. That's right, manufacturing over there in Chinese. But we take our Allen wrench right here. As you can see, it's got off and on. And it turns off and on just like a champ. So we're going to see. We're going to try it out here real quick and make sure everything works. No stick 'em. No stick 'em. Holy cow. I'm going to tell you what, if it'll move that big heavy piece around, that's saying something right there. Wow. Go back to it. No stick 'em. Turn it on. Alright, so what we got over here is we've got the backstop on it over here. You guys can see. You can set these two Allens over here. Make sure this joker's off. So you can set these two Allen screws over here and make you a backstop out of it over here so your piece don't come off the back. It just slides up. Then you've got a spot to stop everything. But we're not interested in that. We want to make sure this joker works. So let's get that sign back over here. So if I do it just like that. Oh yeah. Let's try it. Let's give it a whirl real quick. See what happens. This might be the ticket. Take it off. Good to go. Turn it on. All right. What we're talking about right there now. All right, so what we got is our magnetic chuck here. We're going to mount it to our work table. It comes with these deals right here. Stick them in there and bolt them down. Something like that, I think. I'm not sure. It's kind of how we're going to do it. Didn't get no instructions with it, of course. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the corner of the table right here. I'm actually going to put some 3-inch channel, put a hinge system on right here. We'll have that to where it comes out, you know, probably 1.5 feet, 2 foot maybe, something like that. And what will happen is we can fold it back up against the edge, and then when we need it, it'll swing out. We've got plenty of freedom over here to mess with everything. We'll have a pin system to where we can pin it and everything, and we'll mount it to that. So we're going to walk through that process. We'll do a little of this, a little of that, see how things work out. I may have to change stuff up as we go. No big deal, but yeah, the magnetic chuck, not too terrible. So we'll be back with you guys here in just a minute. Alright guys, we're back. So I think we got it figured out. We are going to mount the end of that channel right there underneath this table. And how we're going to do that is we're going to extend that just a little bit by using this piece right here. We're going to weld that piece of pipe right there to the end. Get it all squared away and everything, and then we'll turn these up and weld these to the table. Should give us just enough clearance when this is all put together and everything underneath the table. We'll raise it up, and then we'll come up with some kind of pin system here on the side. We can just slide underneath of it. It can't go left or right, either one, but all it can do is go up or down. So we'll check and see. The up spot will start right here. That way it can't come up off that channel right there. And then the down part will be the pin system that we put on the table leg right there, as you can see. So it can't come up past that. And then whatever pin system we put in, it can't go down past that. And then we don't have to worry about no left or right or anything. I was going to do some swing arm type deal on there, but I don't want anything sticking out past my work table that I don't have to deal with. So, but yeah, we're going to get a hole drilled in this end. A hole drilled in this end to be able to mount our magnetic chuck. We'll get this welded up and tacked on here and everything, and then we'll get the part welded up under the table. So alright guys, hang with us here, we'll get after it. Alright, that looks like crap, but that's alright. It's just a pin. That's all it's for. That's all it's for. Just to keep from sliding through there. So we got that side and that side. We'll get us another hole drilled in that pin right there on the drill. We'll get it over here. I'll get you guys set up over on the bottom of the table over there. And we'll see if we can get this stuff tacked on. Stand by. Alright guys, I don't know how much you're going to be able to see. Alright, now we'll get the old piece out. Just same size as what we had, and put it on a piece over there. Oh, this up in here. Put our pin in there. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm going to put a little bit of spacer on there. Not a big deal. So, get this gutted on here. About us right there. Should have come over just a touch more with. Well, I got my pen and everything over there. That'd be alright. Alright, let me get this pin system tacked in here and everything, then we'll let you guys take a look at it. Alright guys, so you can see we've got our piece of pipe tacked on right here. Just our table leg. And then we've got our rod running through. That's going to be what holds our magnetic chuck. I know it don't look like a whole lot right now. I'm going to run this just a little bit to determine whether we need another piece of pipe drop down over here to run that bar all the way across with the weight and everything. That magnetic chuck is heavy, and I don't want to take a chance on messing that up. We'll just run another piece of pipe over. It won't be no big deal. But yeah, that's what we got there. It's a pretty good deal. Everything seems to work pretty good. You've got your Allen wrench here. We're probably going to look at a way. I'm either going to tack that in there to that, or figure out how that comes out so I can maybe drill it out and thread it or something, because this right here is just going to vibrate back out every time we get a sign on there and get to working on it and everything. But yeah, I really like the height of it so far. May change a little bit. We may move it up to where it's a little more flush with the table later. You can see it's kind of below the table. It's not really that bad though, but when you're standing there on it and everything, I mean, you've got a pretty good deal going there, and it's stout. I mean, that magnet holds a lot. But the good thing is you can still manipulate your metal around a little bit, but it won't just fly off of there. So I'll set you guys up on the table here. I'll do a little bit of slag removing on this sign here and everything. We'll kind of play with this for a little bit. Probably a day or two. I'll get back to this video when I've got everything buttoned up, finished up and everything, but it's kind of how we're going to start out with it. We're going to see what happens, but you can kind of see that it's a little lower than what the table is. In case I have a great big sign, I'd like to have the opportunity to utilize the table too. So we'll see. It may not be something that runs into a situation, but then again, it might. I don't know. So, all right. Stand by, guys. So it's locked on there pretty tight. Alright guys, so it seems like it should work out pretty good for us. Like I said, we'll tighten this project up a little bit and come back and review it a little bit. But man, I think it's going to be nice. A little bit lower off the table than I want it. But I'm going to tell you right now, I really like it. I like it being down a little bit lower. I'm hoping I'm not too crowded over here with the toolboxes and all that stuff. But I think we're going to be alright. I'm hoping it'll loosen up a little bit where I can manipulate it just a little bit more. Should have went with a little bit smaller chuck maybe. I was kind of hoping I could, kind of maneuver it around a little easier. But I'm telling you what, it's locked on there But as soon as you let go, I mean, no big deal. You see it sucking it down on there? Pack. But yeah, she's locked on there like a champ. So we'll see how it goes. I think it's going to work out great. So. Alright guys, so everything seems to be working out just right. I like the height of it right now. I'm not sure, may change it later. But yeah, I'm gonna go through this Harley Davidson sign, show you guys how everything works out, and we'll play it by ear there. It's I've done some new settings on my table, and I'm not sure I like them yet. The cleanup seems to be a lot harder. The process on the table is a lot quicker. So I'm not sure. It's kind of one of those deals you kind of got to give and take a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. So, all right, guys, we got a lock down here. We're gonna run the gauntlet on her and see what. So that's what we got. I think it's going to work out good. I'm not exactly 100% sure yet. Of course, with something new like that, you've got to find your little niches and stuff. We didn't really buy it for our big signs per se. We really bought it for smaller stuff. You know, you cut out with a plasma table that you can't get a vice grip or clamp or whatever on, and if you do clamp this down or whatever, you're spending more time messing with it with clamps and stuff than you are working your piece. So that being said, I think everything's going to work out right. I'm not sure. Only time will tell. But yeah, that's us with the magnetic chuck, guys. I hope this kind of give you a little insight of what we have to do from time to time and stuff. So I like it so far. I like how it's working. It's going to take us a little time to get our planning down, or I don't know how you would put it. It's going to take us a little time to get used to it. It's just the way it is. Everything has a process and a procedure that you have to go through all the time. So we've been stuck in one facet of that, and now we're going to evolve into something else. So if we need to tweak it and move it or do whatever, you guys will see that on down the road. I mean, it's just part of it. Always trying to evolve here at Shooter Option Targets, and always trying to make things better. So sometimes you got to spend a little money that maybe doesn't work out quite right. So we'll see. But just so you guys know, the price on that magnetic chuck, $117 on Amazon, delivered to the house. I think is what it was, something like that. $116.80, somewhere in there. But a pretty big deal for me. You know, I can't just go out and blow $116, $117. I have to make sure it works. So no matter how that turns out over there, we're going to put it through its paces. That's just the bottom line. But yeah, I hope you guys like what you see and everything. Look us up, Shooter Option Targets on Facebook. Look us up, send us an email, shooteroptiontargets@gmail.com. But yeah, let us know down in the comments what you guys think. I mean, I don't know. I think it's going to be a good deal for us, but I'm not 100% sure. So, all right, guys, if you've ever dealt with these magnetic chucks or what have you, leave us a comment down there and give us some info. Let us know what to do and what not to do. Thank you guys so much. Y'all have a great evening.